Well, we got a terrible show tonight, everybody. I'm the Godfather Soldier from Swimming. The name of my topic tonight is called "Arrogant and Awful" from Albany, New York. And I'm gonna give all. I'm gonna mention everybody about why Smackdown is too stupid to be moved to 3 hours as well. I just heard. Before I do, I'm gonna open the show with something. I'm gonna open the show for show some. I'm gonna open up the show with this with Raw doing the from the November 14, 2005 episode of Monday Night Raw when they did a tribute to Eddie Guerrero that we lost on November 13th, 2005 of a drug overdose heart attack. Got very tragic passing. So here it is. So stick around, right back, and get the music. Get the audio piece playing, and I'll be right back.
Eddie Guerrero has passed away. Eddie was in the prime of his life, 38 years old, in the prime of his career. So tonight, we celebrate the life of Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero loved this business. He loved it. He had a passion for it like no one else. Eddie loved to perform more than anything else, whether he's booed or whether he was cheered. He loved to perform for all of you. Eddie's goal every night was to steal the show. So tonight there's no doubt in anyone's mind that Eddie would want the show to go on, and so it shall. Tonight, as we pay tribute to the memory of Eddie Guerrero. At this time, I would ask you all to stand in silence as we toll the bell 10 times, after which there will be a special video presentation. So if you would all please stand. Thank you.
soy Latino, and I'm tougher than tough, part of your bluff, cuz I cheat, I steal, I lie, I cheat, I steal. I don't care if you don't like me, everybody wants to fight me. You feel it, babe? Yo, claro, I ain't the one you wanna meet. I nada más caliente, I'm too hot for you, yo. Latino heat. Your life sucks cause you're bankrupt and I'm laughing. Can't trust me, answer, cause I'm Latin. I lie, I cheat, I steal. Do you feel it? I lie, I cheat, I steal. Yeah. Say hello to Eddie, yo. Too many try to tell me what I already know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, can you feel? We all feel the heat. We all can still feel the heat. It's been 20 years since we lost Eddie Guerrero. That's the little Raw tribute they did for Eddie Guerrero. We can all still feel the heat. We miss you, Eddie. We all miss you. It's been 20 years since your passing. We all miss you, and we all still feel the heat. Orale, viva la raza, viva la raza. Yep. So let's get down tonight with tonight's terrible show. Before I do, I'm gonna I got some very bad news. All of you want to hear. Smackdown is moving back to 3 hours this January. It says, according to reports by Fightful, Russell Votes, and F4W Online, WWE and the USA Network have decided to move Smackdown back to a 3-hour format starting January 2nd, 2006, 22nd episode from the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York. SmackDown began a 3-hour format this past January, then moved back to a 2-hour format starting with July 4th to the episode. At this time, writing, neither WWE or USA have confirmed SmackDown is returning to 3 hours. This is stupid. They are desperate. I'm telling you, they are desperate. Rest in peace, WWE. Rest in peace, man. They are desperate. Really, they're really desperate. It's a good thing Blood and Guts did really good last night. Blood and Guts last Wednesday. I mean, here we go. Start with tonight's terrible show. Friday Night SmackDown kicks off with clips of the women's tag team division. We see Lash Legend appearing on SmackDown and attacking Alexa Bliss. The Kabuki Warriors becoming the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. We see Io Sky coming out to help Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, and the return of Rhea Ripley. Live on Friday Night SmackDown, Rhea Ripley's music hits. Now she comes to the ring with Io Sky. He says that she has been cut out with a broken nose. The Kabuki Warriors have been chased and causing a bit of chaos. And now that they are champions, they think they are untouchable. And you can throw Nia Jax and Lash Legend into the mix. They think they are untouchable again because they have the numbers advantage. She says the funny thing about numbers is you just end up with more enemies. Io says they always catch up to you, and now there's nowhere to hide. War games. Rhea says they are not going in alone, and she introduces the two teams of introduces two of their teammates, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Charlotte's music hits, and out they come. The four of them hug in the ring, and Bliss says that the Kabuki Warriors want to play dirty. That's fine. Lash Legend, Jax and Legend want to get involved. Great. She says her team will be the ones to end it all. Bliss says the second Rhea said War Games, she knew they were in. They were win. They were in. Sorry. Flair says she can't do this. She can't pretend anymore. Flair tells Rhea she does not like her. She does not trust her, and she thinks she is a snake. But Rhea probably doesn't like her. Trust her, and she thinks she is a snake, and she doesn't blame her. There's too much history, too much bad blood, and just because they have the same enemy, it doesn't change that. She can't look past it. She says Bliss is her friend, and she doesn't trust her, but to count her out. Flair leaves the ring, and Alexa tries to stop her. Flair heads back to the back as Alexa Bliss and Rhea look confused, and Io look confused. Okay, all I can say is this. Charlotte Flair beat Rhea at WrestleMania 36, night 200. 2,449 days ago, 49 days and 5 years ago at 2,409 days, 9 days and 5 years ago. I mean, why can't she trust Rhea? I mean, have they forgotten? I mean, I don't know why in the world they had put Charlotte and Alexa Bliss as tag team partners first. I mean, everybody remember. I mean, have they forgotten about Extreme Rules 2021? Yeah, Extreme Rules 2021. Who could forget about that? They had a match at Extreme Rules 2021. I mean, it's crazy for them to be tag team partners. Anyway, just makes no sense anyway. Okay, hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm back. Okay. We cut to Michael Cole and Corey Graves who go through the card for the night. Jey Uso's music hits it, and as it comes through the crowd and down the ring. Commercial break. Last Time Is Now tournament. Jey Uso versus The Miz. The bell rings are underway. Miz with right hands, but Jey with an elbow in the right hand. Jey Uso into the ropes, but Miz with a knee and takes Jey down. Miz with a left hand, and Jey is down in the corner. Miz runs towards Jey, but Jey with a kick to the side of the head. Jey goes for a right hand, but Miz goes for a skull crushing finale. Jey gets out of it. Jey goes for a super kick. Miz ducks, and Jey clotheslines him to the outside of the ring. Jey with a suicide dive onto Miz on the outside. Then we go to commercial break. Back from commercial, Miz with the double knees to the face, followed by a spiked DDT. He goes for a cover, but Jey kicks out. Miz with the it kicks. He goes for another kick, but Jey ducks, and Jey with a back suplex. He goes for a cover, but Miz kicks out. Jey goes for a hip attack in the corner, but Miz moves out of the way. Miz with a shoulder tackles, followed by a slam. Miz with the "You Can't See Me" as he lands on a 5-knuckle shuffle. Miz goes for a double A, but Jey lands on his feet. He pushes Miz to the ropes, and Jey with a super kick. Jey goes for a Samoan drop. Miz lands on his feet and lands on a skull crushing finale. Miz goes for the cover, but Jey kicks out. Miz places Jey on the top rope, and Miz on the second rope. Goes for a skull crushing finale, but Jey with elbows. Jey gets Miz on his shoulders, and he drops Miz face first onto the top rope. Jey with a spear. Jey climbs to the top rope and lands the Uso splash. He goes for the cover and gets the pin. Winner, Jey Uso. And cut to the back. Eli Dragunov is with Nick Aldis. In come DIY, and Ciampa tells Nick that he hopes Nick has explained the open challenge rules to Edge. Ciampa says the only jackass he sees is Eli, as he keeps denying him an open challenge. Aldis says the way they were discussing that, Eli says when he look out on the legacy of the U.S. Open Challenge, he promised to do things the right way. And the right way means not giving the opportunity to jackasses. He says there is nothing honorable about Ciampa, and tonight he's given the opportunity to find someone who fights with honor and someone he respects. In comes Fraxium, and Fraxium shakes his hand. Alls walks away and he sees Paul Heyman with Bronson Reed. Heyman says he needs to talk to him for a minute. And go to commercial break. A video of John Cena airs when he talks about how he trained in Orange County when becoming a wrestler. Back from commercial, Aldis is on the phone and he asks for security. He asks Heyman what he can do for him. Heyman says he has the War Rate Games agreement and says that he is allowed to take any WWE superstar under any brand. Are they trying to start the draft here? Start any brand. All says any talent across all brands, yes. Yes, Heyman, unless there's anything else to discuss. We'd like to ask them both kindly to leave. In comes security and Cody Rhodes. Heyman calls him the Golden Goose. Rhodes asks Heyman he wants to talk about what he wants to talk about, and Heyman says he wants to talk about Rhodes getting involved on the Vision problems on Monday. Rhodes says Heyman put his friends through the fire, meaning he was the next in the flames, but this is Friday and he raises the title in the air. He looks at Reed and says, if you are not ready to fight, you can leave. Reed says he can fight. Rhodes tells Oz that he wants a match against him tonight. Heyman asks why not make it a title match. Rhodes tells Oz to book it. Oz says it's official. Cody Rhodes against Bronson Reed for the title. U.S. Championship Open Challenge, Eli Dragunov versus Axiom. The bell rings and we're underway. Both men with reversals. Eli with a shoulder tackle. He goes for the cover, but Axiom kicks out. Eli with a forearm to the face, and Axiom with a forearm. Eli with a kick to the face. He goes for a right hand, but Axiom with an armbar. Axiom gets him in a triangle, but Eli gets to his feet and out of it. Axiom with a chop, but Axiom with a drop kick. Axiom with a kick, and Eli falls to the outside of the ring. Axiom gets on the top rope, but Eli trips him up. Eli with a chop to the chest, but Axiom with a kick. Eli with a headbutt, and Axiom falls onto the mat. Eli climbs to the top to the rope, and Lee lands on a senton. He goes for the cover, but Axiom kicks out. Then we go to a commercial break. Back from commercial, Axiom with kicks. But Eli with forearms to the face and a kick to the face. Eli goes for a Constantine special, but Axiom gets it into an armbar and goes for a triangle. But Eli gets to his feet and slams Axiom to the mat. Eli goes for an H-bomb, but Axiom with a springboard spike DDT. He goes for a cover, but Eli kicks out. Axiom with a chop to the chest. He places Eli on the top rope, but Eli with right hands and both men on the top rope. Axiom with a Spanish fly. Axiom runs toward Eli, but Eli with a tornado Moscow followed by a H-bomb. He goes for a cover, but cover and gets the pin. We're still U.S. champion Eli Dragunov. We cut to the back, and R-Truth is with all this. R-Truth says he shined his balls up, and he wants to handle them and put them in the raffle. Aldis takes him, and R-Truth walks away. In comes annoying Chelsea Green, and she asks him why didn't she go pyro when she won the U.S. Women's United States Championship title last week. She asks him when her Women's U.S. Championship celebration will take place. She'll ask for it next week with pyro. Aldis tells her she can make that work, and she gives R-Truth's raffle balls and walks away. Arrogant cunt. Little Canucker. No offense. Then we go to commercial break. Back from the commercial, we see clips of what happened during the commercial break. Ciampa hit Axiom from behind, but out come Nathan Frazier to help Axiom. Sami Zayn's music hits and out he comes to the ring. Zayn says since he came to Smackdown, there have been some high highs and low lows. He beat Soul Silver for the U.S. Championship, and he got to face John Cena, but the last 4 weeks may have been extremely challenging for him. And he has to watch and sit on the sidelines. He watched Solo and the MFTs run through SmackDown, and he watched while they attacked his friends, but that ends tonight. Zayn calls Solo out to the ring. Solo's music hits, and out he comes with the MFTs. Solo tells him that he knows the real Sami Zayn. He is pathetic, a liar, desperate, and when you are desperate, you do desperate things, and that makes him selfish. He says Zayn does not care about anyone but himself. He doesn't care about the guys in the back or even the fans. Soul says, but for him, he cares about his family. He cares about the man standing behind him, their loyalty to him. Unlike Zayn, he knows nothing about loyalty when it comes to family. He tells Zayn he better watch who he is talking to before he gets in the ring and whoops his ass. Soul says Zayn is still wounded, and Soul snaps his fingers. The MFTs get in the ring on the ring apron. Soul says this can end very bad for him. He can drop him right now where he stands, but he won't. He will wait until he is made clear, and once he is, Soul is coming for him. Zayn says the good news for Solo, he won't have any to wait very long. Because tonight he is officially made cleared. He tells Solo if he wants to do something about it, right now. He wants to do something about it, right now. Zayn tells him if he does, Zayn didn't not come alone. Out comes Shinsuke Nakamura, the Motion Machine Guns, and Rey Fenix behind the MFTs, and they attack them. In the ring, Zayn with right hands on Solo. Zayn goes for a hell of a kick, but Tama Tonga pulls Solo to the outside of the ring. JC Mattel, Tama and Tonga Leo attack Zayn from behind, but in come Nakamura, the Motion Machine Guns, and Rey Fenix to help Zayn. The MFTs are thrown to the outside of the ring. Rey Fenix with a tornado splash onto the MFTs. We cut to the back, and Cody Rhodes is warming up. In comes Jey Uso, who gives him a hug. He tells him that he has his back tonight, and in comes Jimmy Uso. He tells Rhodes that he has a back too, and he spoke to Punk earlier. He says at War Games to count him in. We go to commercial break. Back from commercial, Solo is backstage with Nick Aldis. He tells Aldis that he wants Solo, and Aldis says that in 2 weeks, before the War Games, him and the MFTs can take on Sami Zayn. The Motion Machine Guns, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Rey Fenix in a traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series elimination match. Out comes LA Knight for his match. LA Knight stands in the ring, and Zack Ryder's music hits. The last time is now tournament, LA Knight versus Zack Ryder. The bell rings and we're underway. Ryder rolls LA Knight up, but LA Knight kicks out. LA Knight with an armbar followed by a waist lock, but Zack Ryder gets out of it. Zack throws LA Knight to the outside of the ring. Back from commercial, LA Knight with a back body drop, Ryder on the ring apron. He hits LA Knight with a right hand. He goes for a suplex, but LA Knight throws Zack Ryder back into the ring. LA Knight with a right hands followed by a clothesline. LA Knight with a Russian leg sweep. LA Knight with a net breaker. Goes for the cover, but Ryder kicks out. LA Knight throws Ryder to the ropes. But Ryder slams LA Knight face first into the mat. Ryder with a running forearm to the face. LA Knight down to the corner, and Ryder with a big boot to the face. He goes for a cover, but LA Knight kicks out. He grabs LA Knight, but LA Knight pushes him into the corner, and LA Knight lands on a reverse DDT. LA Knight climbs to the second rope and he leaps into the third and he goes for an elbow drop, but Ryder moves out of the way. LA Knight lands on his feet, but Ryder with the rough Ryder. He goes for a cover, but LA Knight kicks out. Ryder with double knees and climbs him to the second rope. He jumps, but LA Knight slams him onto the mat. LA Knight with a BFT, he goes for the cover and gets the pin. Winner is LA Knight. We cut to the back, and Alexa Bliss is with Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Rhea says he knows that she and Flair have had their beef in the past, but now it means they had to find 2 more people. Io speaks in Japanese, and in come the Kabuki Warriors and Nia Jax, who attack them. In comes Lash Legend, who hits at the end, who hits Rhea with the right hand and throws Io into the WWE equipment. WWE officials come in and break it up. Then we go to commercial break. Raw Women's World Champion Jade Cargill versus B-Fab. Bell rings are underway. Jay goes for a chokeslam, but B-Fab lands on her feet. B-Fab with a drop kick, and Jade is in the corner. B-Fab with a kick to the face, followed by elbows. B-Fab goes for a kick, but Jade with the right hand. Jade with a fallaway slam, followed by a chokeslam. Jade with a powerbomb, followed by another powerbomb. Jade with it jaded. She goes for the cover and gets the pin. Winner, Jade Cargill. She deserves to be Smackdown Women's Champion. With it, WWE is doing her what AEW did to her. But she's kind of different now. She's different for what she did in AEW. I don't blame her for being heel, because the fans been turning a blind eye on her since she came to WWE. That's why it's a stupid booking right here. Out comes Misha, but Jade gets in her face. Jade pushes her down, and Misha gets back up. The referee breaks it up as Jade leaves the ring. We cut to a video of Nick Aldis, who talks about the Last Time Is Now tournament. All says it will be Carmella Hayes against Bronson Reed, and Penta will take on Finn Balor. Kathy Kelly is backstage with Carmella Hayes. He tells her that The Miz might have won the battle, but the war is yet to be won. As for John Cena, the GOAT, he has a long time and heavy hitters that want to face him. He says he is one of them. He says that he knows that if he gets that shot, he won't miss. In comes Bronson Reed. He tells Hayes that he is about to go out and pin Cody Rhodes. After that, he is going to end John Cena's career after he ends Hayes next week. Commercial break. A video of Aleister Black and Zelina airs. They talk about Damian Priest, but Black says they turn their attention to the people who hold titles. Undisputed World Wrestling Entertainment Championship Cody Rhodes versus Bronson Reed with Paul Heyman. The bell rings are underway. Cody with right hands with Reed with a splash followed by an elbow. He goes for a cover, but Cody kicks out. Cody to the outside of the ring and Reed with a shoulder tackle. Then we go to commercial break. Back from break, Cody with a disaster kick. Cody goes for the bionic elbow, but Reed with a jagged edge. He goes for cover, but Reed kicks out. Reed goes for a tsunami, but Cody moves out of the way. Cody with a Cody cutter. He goes for a cover, but Reed kicks out. Reed rolls to the outside of the ring, and Cody goes for a suicide dive, but Reed with a right hand. Cody to the outside of the ring, and Reed went towards Cody, but Cody throws Reed into the timekeeper's area. Cody clears the announce table. He turns around, and out comes Braun Breaker, who hits Cody with a shoulder tackle. Winner by DQ, Cody Rhodes. Logan Paul with right hands on Cody and throws Cody into the ring. J Music hits, and out comes the Usos. Both teams fighting, and the Usos super kick Breaker and Logan. They hit Logan with a 1D. Jimmy goes to the outside of the ring and grabs the table. Jay places the table in the ring. Logan is placed on the table and the Usos climb to the top rope. Out comes Drew McIntyre and he pushes Jimmy off the top rope. He hits Jay with a headbutt. Out comes Nick Aldis and he's arguing with Heyman. Heyman tells him anybody. Drew places the table in the corner. Jay hits Drew with a super kick. Jay goes for a spear, but Drew with a knee to the face and Breaker spears Jay through the table. Logan with a right hand onto Jimmy. Logan and Drew smile, and Cody hits Logan with a right hand, but Drew hits Cody with a claymore. Drew places Cody on the turnbuckle and read a tsunami onto Cody. Heyman gets on the ring apron and gives Drew the contract. Drew shakes Heyman's hand, and they stay in the ring, and Smackdown goes off the air. Wow, Drew McIntyre joins the Vision for work, and somehow, I mean, this is. Please do not put that WWE title back. Title back on Drew. I understand why Drew hates him that much. I mean, it's terrible. I know what it's gonna be for War Games. I'm just 2 weeks from tomorrow. Yeah, 2 weeks from tomorrow is War Games. Well, that'll do it for my review. I'll even know what it's time for. It's time for hold on a second. It's time for Justin's Time His Show, Wrestling Birthdays, Pop Culture History. All you hear that tune, that's the theme from Back to the Future Time, Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd. Celebrated its 40th anniversary on July 3rd, 2025. This movie was released July 3rd, 1985. So let's go to yesterday, November the 13th. The pro fight. So. Okay, November 13th, 2005 marked the November 13th, 2005 marked the 20th anniversary of the passing of the all-time greatest in pro wrestling, Mexican American pro wrestler, Eddie Guerrero, who died of a heart failure. He was 38 at the time. He'll be, and we all miss him. Yesterday was a yesterday would have been a happy 75th birthday to the great Wojo. He died of heart failure, just like Eddie Guerrero died on the same day, November 13th, 2005, which was his birthday. And he died August 12th of this year of heart failure. The great Wojo. Ice Train. Harold Hogue is his real name. He would have been 58. His real he died on January 23rd, 2024. 2024. God rest his soul. Wojo Walter Johnson. Yeah, he was a NFL player, Walter Johnson. He was born November 13th, 1942. Died of heart failure, just like Eddie Guerrero. He died on January 29th, 1999. Every wrestler who every wrestler that died on November 3rd every day that has November 13th had people who was suffering from the death of heart failure. One born on November 13th, the one that died on all people who were born on November 13th, and some who died on November 13th. Cell Delray turned 45 yesterday. Trying to see what else. Let's see what else. Yesterday, November 13th, came on WCW Prime, 1995. November 13th, 1995. Sting and Lex Luger defeated the Blue Bloods despite Lex Luger being a heel, because we all know that and Sting was a babyface. They were still the best of friends, and here. And on the Monday Night Wars between WWE Monday Night Raw and WCW Nitro, and this was on Monday Night Raw. This night, the night before this 1995 Survivor Series. Henry O. Godwin versus Triple H ended in no contest. Ahmed Johnson defeated Jake Steele, Jobber. King Mabel with Sir Mo defeated Roy Raymond, and Sid defeated Razor Ramon with the 1-2-3 Kid as a special guest referee. Until 1-2-3 Kid did the fast counts and turns heel and aligned himself with the $1 Million Man Corporation. Yeah, I don't know. I remember that. Yeah, it was Razor. 1-2-3 got revenge on the 1-2-3 Kid. It was payback for cost interfering in most of his matches. It was revenge. So that means that he's it means well, let me show you the audio. Audio piece here.
That something might be rotten in Denmark. Oh my goodness. Psycho Sid. Hammering away to the midsection of the bad guy Razor Ramon. You heard what Sid told the kid, didn't you? Shut up. And the 1, 2, 3 kid again will not be intimidated by Psycho Sid. Off the rope, Razor Ramon underneath the roundhouse. Oh, right hand. Razor. For the spin the clock of Psycho Sid is down. Go Sid now, yeah. Oh my goodness. All the way to the outside. Get in there, kid. Disqualify him. Where do you want those fists? What? He just stood there smiling when Razor Ramon's fists were flying. Psycho Sid. Wait a minute. Where's my heart? Psycho Sid in the opposite side. Oh, wow. And Sid, right, look out. Razor Ramon, again, hammering away. Psycho Sid set up no reversal. Coming off the rope, underneath the roundhouse from the other side. And a big boot. Oh, yeah. And applause there by the $1 Million Man. Sending Psycho Sid into action with Shawn Michaels, the British Bulldog, and Ahmed Johnson at the Survivor Series wild card matchup. And Razor Ramon on the opposite side, cover. 1, 2. Hey, wait a minute. There. An impartial 1, 2, 3 kid. You might be right, Gorilla Monsoon. Uh-oh. Over the hip, nicely done. Good move. Whoa, whoa. That scissor kick out. Look at that nipple up there by. Oh, no. Here we go. And choke slam to the canvas. Wow. One-handed. I'm impressed. See, this is not fair. Psycho Sid is prepared for this match. He's ready to beat Razor Ramon, and then when he does, he won't get the title. Psycho Sid hearing the boos from his capacity crowd. And if I were Psycho Sid, I would stay right on top of Razor Ramon. Don't give the bad guy a second to recuperate. Look, here's another look at it. Take a look at this. This is pretty. Look at the awesome power. One-handed of Psycho Sid and down that canvas with authority. Again, right back in there. And again, we said the kid would not be intimidated. We better not try to shove Psycho Sid around. Psycho Sid testing the patience, I believe, of the guest referee. Oh, no, come on. What? I didn't see anything. The $1 Million Man getting involved here behind the 1, 2, 3 kids back. Psycho Sid in control, and Psycho Sid down with a boot to the chest area. And again, as I said before, they will oppose each other in tag team action, elimination, tag team action, wild card, elimination, tag team action, and the Survivor Series this Sunday night. Oh, goodness. Double action again. Look at Psycho Sid just ramming that right fist down to the skull in the back of the bad guy Razor Ramon. And look at that. Ted DiBiase loving every second of it. What's the kid saying? What? And yes, it's capacity crowd very much behind the bad guy. On the receiving end of another boot. Psycho Sid pouring it on. Sid, oh my goodness, with another hard right hand. Psycho Sid hammering away, and he is actually outpowering Razor Ramon. What did you expect, man? I didn't know what to expect. Razor Ramon's only hope in this match was having the 1, 2, 3 kid as his pal referee. Razor on a hard right hand, and another one. Look at this. Razor now. One Psycho back. No. Oh, no. And Psycho Sid is on his game here tonight on Raw. This is the opportunity for Razor Ramon. Let's take another look at it now. I cannot believe. Look how far Sid falls. Right on the back of his head. Unbelievable. Devastating. He's out. Almost as devastating as a Razor's edge itself. Look at the look on the face. There, of Razor Ramon. The eyes going back into his head. But unfortunately for the bad guy, Psycho Sid has recovered. Psycho Sid now in the corner. Psycho Sid charging it out. Big boot to the midsection. Come on, Psycho Sid. Even you gotta be impressed with Sid. How did he withstand that blow? I'm impressed with Sylvia's sneakily impressive Razor. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Look at the look on his face. And Razor. Psycho Sid now. Oh, cover. 1, 2, and it's over. Inside. No, it's not quite. That was a quicker count by the kid. Then you gotta admit. No, I thought it was the same count. If anything, even slower than the bad guy. With momentum now. Razor setting up Sid. Reversal. Off the rope here. Here it comes.
No, no.
In the middle of the ring.
Wait a minute.
The Razor's head.
He can't get him up. He's got him.
Nothing can stop the bad guy. Hey, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Sid with a boot to the midsection.
Wait a minute. Did you see what the kid did?
The power bomb and yes.
Hold it.
Cut. Hey, wait. This is ridiculous. Holy fast count. A fast count on the 1, 2, 3 kid.
Do you know what? McMahon Monsoon was right.
I can't believe this. The 1, 2, 3 kid pulling Sid off the Razor's back. And then from there, that fast count. Something's up here.
I can't believe it. Monsoon was right. Look what the kid did. Look at him.
And Ted DiBiase stuffing money down the throat of... Is that a $5 bill?
Canadian $5 bill.
The 1, 2, 3 kid, I think, has shown his true colors. He just picked up the money and put it in his pocket, and that's what it's all about. The kid's been bought. That's what it is. Gorilla Monsoon was right all along. Wow, that stinking rotten little turncoat. The kid sold out. The color of money. Ted DiBiase's money. The W.
We're back. We're going to try and get a word with Razor Ramon, but we do have a camera back with Razor's teammates. We're going to take you there in a moment. Look, the replay of the kid taking Sid off of the back of the Razor's edge, and then from there the powerbomb. Let's just stop the kid count. Watch.
It was great.
It wasn't great. After all Razor Ramon did, that sniveling kid. I can't believe the kid would turn his back like that. I can't believe the kid would take Ted DiBiase's dirty money.
Well, believe it, man. You saw it with your own eyes. What do you think of it?
If I say anything can happen, and I guess we just saw something happen we thought we would never ever see. The 1, 2, 3. It double-crossed Razor Ramon.
I always knew you could bank on the 1, 2, 3 kid. Hey, maybe he's the $1 million kid from now on. What do you know? I mean, looks like Razor got his money's worth.
Razor Ramon joining a number of individuals in this tag team elimination matchup this Sunday night at the Survivor Series. Matter of fact, standing by right now, we have Jim Ross. I can't believe what you've done. Why did you attack Girl? He's going to be your partner. Razor's your partner to Survivor Series. Look, I'll tell you why he did it. He did it because, number one, he ought to be the Intercontinental Champion, and number two, it was our way of...
And that's how it all ended. As a show ended. On Monday Night Raw. The 1, 2, 3 kid. Razor Ramon, Scott Hall attacking everyone backstage. The Survivor Series team, leading up to this, Survivor Series '95. Then on WCW Nitro, same day. Okay, on Monday Nitro WCW on TNT, Macho Man Randy Savage defeated Meng with the Taskmaster, Kevin Sullivan. Chris Benoit defeated Kenzuki Saki. Johnny B. Bad versus Eddie Guerrero ended in a time limit draw. Rest in peace to Eddie Guerrero for the WCW World TV Championship. Sting defeated Dean Malenko. And we see this little promo, little little promo from Hulk Hogan, wearing a mask. Pre-NWO right here. Him answering a challenge Sting to a match. And Sting said he has nothing against Hulk Hogan. And then let's see what else. 2005 on sorry about everybody, a little interruption there. 2005 NBC aired a special called Saturday Night Live Lost and Found in the 80s. showing a look back at all stuff in the 80s with all cast members from the stars from the 80s and of Saturday Night Live. Martin Short, Martin Short, Billy Crystal, and many more. Let's see what else. Any sports here. Okay, on Monday Night Football, a friend of mine at Pittsburgh is going to like this. On ABC's Monday Night Football, November 13th, 1995, the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Cleveland Browns 20-3. And let's see what else. And on 2005, TNA Genesis aired. Same day Eddie Guerrero died. And the first match of the night, Raven defeated PJ Placco. Some of you know it's Just Incredible from ECW. And some of you know it's the Portuguese Man of War Aldo Montoya. Three Light Crew, BG James, Conan, and Ron Killings defeated Team Canada. A1, Bobby Roode, and Eric Young. And it's Hockey 6 stick fight with Kip James as special guest referee. Mike Brown defeated Jeff Hardy. Singles match determined #1 contender for NWA World Heavyweight Championship. And Ethan Christian makes his TNA debut after leaving the WWE. His last appearance was at Taboo Tuesday. Team Ministry, Alex Shelley, Christopher Daniels, and Roderick Strong and Samoa Joe defeated Austin Aries and Chris Sabin and Matt Bentley with Tracy and Sanjay Dutt in elimination in the X match. AJ Styles defeated Peter Williams with A1 in the TNA X Division Championship match. Rhino and Team 3D, Rudder Ray and Devon defeated Jeff Jarrett and America's Most Wanted Chris Harris and James Storm with Gail Kim. And they did a little tribute to Eddie Guerrero on that same day. And let's see what else. In 2015, Love the Cooper starring a little Christmas holiday comedy starring John Goodman, Diane Keaton, late John Keaton, Samantha Seyfried, Alan Arkin, Olivia Wilde, Marissa Tomei, Ed Helms. It was released in theaters. By the Sea starring Hollywood couple Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie was released. And a movie called The 33 starring Antonio Banderas, Rodrigo Santoro, Julie Benich, James Brolin, Lou Diamond Phillips was released. Not really good movie. And let's see what else. Now let's go to November 14th. Okay, and this day in 2015, we lost Nick Botwinkle, who died of Alzheimer's disease. Very tragic passing. One of the greatest wrestlers of all time. We miss dearly. Lost him 10 years ago today. LA Park, Mexican wrestler LA Park turned 60 years old today. Let's see what else. By the way, yesterday was happy 70th birthday to Whoopi Goldberg. Yesterday, by the way, she turned 70 years old yesterday. Whoopi Goldberg. She was born November 13th, 1955. Also known for Color Purple, Sister Act, Jumpin' Jack Flash, and Ghost. One of my favorite, funniest ladies growing up. And 1995, the song "One Sweet Day," R&B song by Boyz II Men and Mariah Carey, was released. Came a #1 hit in 1996. And on ECW Hardcore TV, okay, Tommy Dreamer with Terry Funk, the video, Cactus Jack, somebody knows Mick Foley after DDT. Conan and Rey Mysterio Jr. defeat Psychosis and La Parka via countout. Yeah, this was hyping up to November 95. Then on Monday Night Raw 2005, this day on November 14th, 2005, a little the Eddie Guerrero tribute. Shows All Stars talking about about Eddie's passing and everything. They did a little tribute. We saw the Kane and Big Show defeat Eminem, Eminem from Smackdown, Mercury and Nitro with Melina. Kurt Angle defeated Shelton Benjamin by submission. Rey Mysterio defeated Shawn Michaels. Melina defeated Ashley, Candice Michelle, Christy Hemme, Jillian Hall, Maria and Mickie James, and Trish Stratus and Victoria in the Battle Royal. All Stars from Raw, female wrestlers from Raw and SmackDown did it for Eddie. Eugene defeated Simon Dean. Ric Flair defeated Regan Riggle by submission. And John Cena defeated Bob Orton defeated Randy Orton with Bob Orton Jr. by DQ. This is how the feud between Cena and Orton all started. Yeah, Chris Benoit was crying his eyes out on that tribute because they were like brothers. Eddie and Chris would go with the Radicals. Let's see what else. Some sports. Dallas Cowboys defeated the Philadelphia Eagles 21-20 on Monday Night Football on ABC. And that's it. That'll do it for my show tonight. I'm the Godfather Soldier and Slimmy. Hit like, make, comment, and video. Now I'm gonna close out something for all of you. I'm gonna close out with this match from Monday Night Raw 20 years ago. This match between John Cena and Randy Orton, part of the Eddie Guerrero tribute. Yeah, it was Yeah, it was a tribute to Eddie Guerrero. This main event right here, it came DQ. So here it is. Hope all of you good night, and we miss you, Eddie. We all miss you. And this is one of the classic matches from John Cena. Since this from part of his last time is now to one of John Cena's classic matches he did for Eddie Guerrero. So here it is. So hope I have a good night. When the Godfather Soldier Slams, the late Chad Henshaw said like dress over chubby checker, sing like Richie, dance like James Brown. Like again, that hot tub gonna be sweat, gonna make me dry, gonna be wet. Referring to Eddie Murphy doing an impression of James Brown on Saturday Night Live. Back in the 80s, I never grew up in the 80s, grew up in the 90s. So I hope I have a good night. I'm out of here. Peace. And Eddie, this is for you. I mean, John Cena, thank you for 23 all your years in WWE, and you did this for Eddie Guerrero. So so this is for matches for John Cena in his last time is now tour. Good night, everybody.
And Randy Orton, Mr. RKO, and John Cena, the Doctor of Thugonomics. These two guys are going to lead us into the future.
Well, the future is now for both of these great superstars tonight.
You can argue that Randy Orton was destined for greatness, third generation WWE superstar. His dad, Hall of Famer, Cowboy Bob Orton.
Wow. Did you take a picture of yourself for me there? Randy Orton in the ring with his Hall of Fame father. Wrestling family, like you said, much like the Guerrero family.
John Cena's first matches here in WWE after showing us all that he was one hell of a rapper were against Eddie Guerrero, including a Latino street fight on September 11, 2003 on Smackdown. Arguably, that matchup made John Cena a star.
There's certainly no doubt about it. John Cena, from that point forward, the last 2 years, to say he has elevated his game and become a star would be an understatement.
Well, this should be a great matchup. I love this Raw versus Smackdown confrontation.
Side headlock takeover by Randy Orton.
Well, King, you gotta love these Smackdown versus Raw competitions, because tonight it's all about positivity. It's all about getting in there and just doing what they love to do, and that's competing against one another.
Dropped down on a leapfrog and an elbow by the WWE champion John Cena, who's now going to work on Randy Orton. Orton set for the right in the corner.
The strength of John Cena. He's a little unorthodox. Look at that.
The distraction by Cowboy Bob Orton. There's the uppercut by Randy Orton.
You know, sometimes I gotta say, John Cena has a tendency to distract himself.
Well, that's true.
It's a Hall of Famer on the apron.
You know what that is, Coach? It's not necessarily inexperience, but it's youth. It's youth and enthusiasm.
Sometimes you get caught up in the situation, caught up in the moment, and that's what John Cena tends to do.
He'd be the authority on,
I've been here, I've been watching him from the day he walked on the Raw. I've been sitting right at this desk. You can learn a few things once in a while, kid.
Well, yep, and then the authority on doing what you got to do when you got to do it, and seizing the moment, even if it's...
Oh, well, that too.
Okay, Coach, let me ask you this. Who made you the authority out here? What is your one-loss record in this?
That was pretty good on pay-per-view at one point.
Come to the eye by Randy Orton. Take a look at this. What a unique neck breaker. 2 and 2.
Are you criticizing, Coach? Let me get this straight. Are you criticizing the WWE champion, John Cena? Is he supposed to take your advice?
This may be a joke, guys. You go ahead and answer that, Coach. I want to hear you defend yourself.
He should take somebody's advice, because right now, Randy Orton, you talk about Ric Flair taking people to school. Right now, Randy Orton, the legend killer, is taking John Cena to school.
Well, Maybe when he's not the champion, he might come and ask you for your advice, Coach. But right now, John Cena is the champ.
Well, it's not going to be long. Survivor Series, Kurt Angle takes over the throne. And right now, the neck of the WWE Champion, John Cena, being crimped by Randy Orton. John Cena being forced to carry all of the body weight of Randy Orton, having to fight for each and every breath. And the pride of West Newbury, Massachusetts, the WWE Champion, is in trouble right now. And Randy Orton seems to be feeling very, very confident. And who can blame him?
Joey, you're going to learn that Coach's program, I think every word he says really comes out of the mouth of Eric Bischoff. And for some reason, Eric Bischoff, maybe he just doesn't like rap, but Eric Bischoff has been against John Cena from the first day that John Cena arrived here on Raw.
I take offense to that. Tonight, I'm not going to do anything about it, though.
Okay.
Oh, damn. I will. What a vertical leap cover, 2-0. I got to ask you guys something. When was the last time you saw John Cena, the champ, dominated like you're seeing here tonight by Randy Orton?
I got to say that drop kick by Randy Orton was a thing of beauty. Right to the kisser of John Cena, and Cena's mouth may be busted.
Cena steps the line, puts the brakes on, and the two combatants collide like a heap, like a human demolition derby. Down go bodies. Referee Mike Chioda right there.
Keep your eye on Dad over there.
You don't think he'd do anything?
Bob Orton,
All Cowboy Bob Orton is out here has been lending a little bit of advice and help his son out a little bit. That's it.
Cowboy Bob Orton. I heard he was a great dad.
You did?
Yeah, he used to tell Randy this time of year, well, I'm glad Christmas comes for once every other year.
You're horrible.
Watch this now.
The champ is back on his feet. What a shoulder block by John Cena. Clothesline down goes Randy Orton once again.
What about it now, Coach? Look at the champ.
Belly to back, sit out, powerbomb. Well, certainly John Cena has found a second win, but never count Randy Orton out.
You don't see me. How about the 5-knuckle shuffle for Randy Orton?
I see the 5 knuckles and I see the shuffle too. And whatever Randy Orton is seeing right now, he may be seeing double as John Cena, the WWE Champion, is pumping him up. He's looking for the FU. He's got him up.
Oh, wait, look at that.
There's the Cowboy. Cowboy Bob Orton comes. Cowboy Bob Orton comes in with a disqualification. Randy Orton was going to take that FU, was going to take the 1, 2, 3, and now Cowboy Bob Orton.
Come on, this has been a special night. We haven't had to see anything like this. Now look at Bob Orton.
Talk about rooting the spirit of the evening. I think it's all about teaching the champ a lesson. Look at this. And the champ is battling back.
I don't think Bob saw that.
Behind you, champ. RKO. He's going for the RKO. No, John Cena's got him up. FU. And Raw's WWE Champion is standing tall. Well, I'll give it to John Cena. Not only is Cena standing tall, but his entire crowd here at the Target Center in Minneapolis, they're on their feet.
And John Cena's hand raised in victory, and he's proudly wearing Eddie Guerrero's t-shirt here tonight on this very special night.
Tonight has been all about Eddie Guerrero, the spirit of Eddie Guerrero, what he has brought to this business. And it's been a very special evening. Every performer giving it everything they have, because that's exactly what Latino Heat did every single night.
Well, guys, I know it's been special for me. We will always, but we'll never forget Eddie Guerrero. He'll always be with us every time we come here to Raw. La Raza, like Eddie used to say.
Eddie Guerrero, we love you and we miss you.
It's gonna be 5 pounds, everybody makes 10 pants for the gold tee. It's a war dance, a victory step. A boss stance in the gift, you a sense of my rep. Jones in the trademark, y'all are so. Talk about the break you make, but don't know the recipe for dodo. Demon guns and all your photos, that's a no-no. In this pop, your lip lock, the big tops are blatant no-show. See what happens when the ice age melts. You see monetary status is not what matters, but it helps. About the timepiece by Benny, Eddie, the same reason y'all can love me is the same.
Eddie Guerrero was a champion who
himself. So for now, Mark Breaker's living life.